Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, today in the mail I got a new addition to my saw collection. And this is kind of like a saw I already have. I bought this off an eBay seller. It was by GeoDeb on eBay. He's in Ontario. I bought quite a few saws off him. He always has really good descriptions. He actually has a YouTube channel, Urban Farm Boy. But so I bought this saw off him. And this saw is specifically to port. I know it runs. He had a video of running, and like I said, he gives good descriptions on his eBay page. Yeah, here it is. I kind of already opened this at work because sometimes I'm a kid at Christmas when I get a new saw. So this is a stihl 038 Super, or at least that's what the top cover says. In his description, he said he couldn't actually guarantee what saw it was, because there are variations. I mean, these came in the original 038 AV that were 48mm bore. They came in the 38 Super, like this one's marked, which is a 50mm bore, which is 67 cc's, and then there's the Magnum, the 038 Magnum, that was like the more modern MS380, which is a 52mm cylinder, which gave 72 cc's, kind of like my that Neotech NS872 I have, which is actually a gripping saw. So, even though I unboxed it, that's about all I did. Yeah, it's got that farmer repair. I mean, that was show pictures of that, like I said, good seller. Show pictures of that, and plus he mentioned the description. I might try to do something different there. Or actually, it's actually cheap to get a new crankcase for this from AliExpress. Compression. It's got compression. We're going to see how much, because I'm curious. Yeah. I'm just trying to compare it, because I mean, I got that clone, and I mean, layout's pretty much the same air filter. Does this work, this air filter? Sometimes these will jam up inside, but I mean, these air filters you can get from AliExpress for a song and a dance. So, first things first, I mean, I know it runs, so we're going to check some compression. Scrunch on the floor. I'm guessing the compression on this is pretty dang good, though. So it feels pretty good. And that's only comparing it to like that the clone I have. In this video, it sounded like this thing was running pretty rich, though. Judging by the spark plug, it might have been a little bit, not horrible though. Okay, so let's find my compression tester, which is all zeroed out. I'm guessing it says it's probably at least 170. I know saying being able to feel compression doesn't mean much, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just comparing it to that clone. That clone has about 165, even though it runs. Compression to me seems low on that clone, but it runs great. And it's only got 20,000 squish, but those have quite a big combustion chamber. Okay, so let's do a compression test. Okay, it's only sitting at 150. I was going to hope it was higher, but maybe this thing needs new rings, but who knows? It's an older saw. I'd like to see what the displacement is, and that's one thing I'm going to do. Okay, so this thing needs a really, really good clean. So unlike the more modern stihls, this has Phillips and flathead. I'll take off this top bolt. This is good because I gotta make a fart box for Ted. I'm gonna see if we can use this one. If not, he's getting a whole new muffler for his. Muffler looks like the same shape though. No, I don't think these are the actual OEM screws in here. No, someone's using a. Yeah, these are not right. Yeah, those are. Someone's using these Phillips countersunk screws with a looks like quarter 20 nut. Well, see if I can fix that, put the proper ones in. Not the end of the world, but yeah, that's that. I'm gonna have to fix that. So that just clips in like that. Yeah, I think I can make Ted a bark box pretty easily. Okay, at least the inside bolts are the correct bolts. Is that the right torque? That's not the right torque. That probably is. Okay. I already know what the piston looks like because in the description he actually took the muffler off and took pictures of the piston because he is a good eBay seller. Yeah, I'll bring you guys in here so you guys can see the piston. Take some light on. Oh, shit. Now, I should set this down. Some light in there. Yeah, see that piston? That piston looks phenomenal. And this thing might need a new set of rings. Maybe not. But who knows? So, let's... Hey, welcome back. So, I did the initial porting on this. I'm going to see how close I am to the numbers that I wanted. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. If I'm not close enough, I'm actually going to do more porting, so I want to be fairly close on this guy. So... Pink, pink. There's some light. So we're just under 104, which I'm okay with that. That's exactly kind of where I wanted us to be. Okay, now where do those pesky transfers open? And they start opening right there on the intake side anyways. So they're kind of staggered. So it's 60. At the end of the day, I went to go measure a job that kind of hurt my brain. Oh, where's the other side? Oh, there you are. I'll call it right about there. 62, so that'd be 28. So that'd be, oh, sorry, it's 38. So 128. No, it's 62. Oh, hey, my brain's scrambled from doing that job. So yeah, we're sitting at why am I cannot do math in my head today. It's that kind of day. But anyways, that'd be 28 degrees, so that'd be 118, 105, 104. So yeah, it starts to open at 15 degrees of blowdown, which is okay. It's a little higher than I wanted to be, but yeah, so we should be good. We should be excellent there. You said it's staggered. I mean, you got one part of the transfers near the intake side opening up fast before. Yeah, so it starts at 14 degrees, which is kind of high, but it's staggered, so it's just going to start to push and then, you know what I mean? Okay, now let's find out where we are on the intake, because that's what I'm more concerned about. So we're 77. So that'd be 154, 155. So we're at 155 intake, which is good. That's where we want to be. So I'm calling this good. Like I said, I may have gone too high with the transfers, but like I said, they're sloped like this, right? they kind of like put a kerf, or not kerf, but it's kind of like a floof on that side, just to, so when they first open, they're going to push the charge to the intake side and help push the exhaust out. So I'm calling that good. So I'm going to clean this up a lot tonight, but reassemble it tonight, and hopefully on the weekend. It's a long weekend here in Canada. I think it might be in the States too. Isn't it like George Washington Day or something? But anyways, yeah, hopefully on the weekend I'll get this thing running. Anyways, take it easy. Bye. Okay, so I got this thing back together after porting. I just want to see what the compression is. There's no base gasket, so the compression is a little better, over 150 anyways. There's minimal lube in the case. I just, I'm very sparing with assembly lube. A lot of times people comment and say, oh, well, you used assembly lube. Bumps compression up. Well, not really if you don't use much, which I barely use any. In fact, there's probably less lube in here than there would be if it just ran a couple hours ago and you left it. So, without further ado, that's still under 150. I don't like that, but it is what it is. The piston end gap on the piston rings was fine. Okay, we're sitting right at 150, which ain't great. That's not great, but it is what it is. I did raise the exhaust roof a little bit, so that might have compensated for the compression that would have been gained from the base gasket delete. So we're just gonna leave it. Should be fine. Should be a good runner. I may order a set of new rings and part with it down the road, but for right now, I think it's fine. When I finish putting this back together, last part of the video will be cutting. Okay, so I got tack attached to this thing, just because. See where she's at. So I'm thinking the clutch springs might be a little weak, because you could see it where the chain was still spinning and the idle was down to like 2100. But I mean, it cuts pretty good. I have no complaints. The chain, it's one of those Neotech chains. I mean, I'd like to get a better chain for it. But this chain, this saw might get a different bar, or I might put a different bar on the 066 clone that this came off of. But yeah, she's a runner. Jelly.